Welcome to The Vinyl Underground, presented by Crowd Control. This is Behind the Decks, your backstage pass to North Carolina's emerging electronic music scene. We're bringing you raw conversations, killer beats, and the untold stories of DJs shaping the underground. Plug in, vibe out, let's go.
Brook Legends. If you don't know about them, you're going to find out.
Welcome back, party people, to the Vinyl Underground podcast show. I'm Tony Technique, here with my brother, Tim Penner.
Hola.
And today we have, who do we have?
We got a stud that I've followed for a minute, man. Brook Legends. Good to have you here, man. Thanks.
Thank y'all for having me. I
One
appreciate
of the
it.
great smiling faces and DJs. I followed you in your House Collective squad, so much love.
Quite a history in the city, right? And,
Yeah.
been around for a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
I
on a hell of
appreciate
a
it.
party.
I try to lay down the foundation to hopefully go down as one of the greats in Raleigh, but
That's
only
what's up.
time will tell.
I believe it.
Yeah, but we got a lot to talk to, so let's get right into the show. Brook Legends, like I said, my man, my undercover around
here.
town.
Yeah.
I'm
You
here,
know,
I'm here.
he's not, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. You don't know where this guy's at.
Yeah.
But we're here to just kind of, get into it. My man's been doing a lot of busy things, a lot of great things, kind of following you and your, what you've been doing with your production, with your DJ sets, with your, shows and stuff like that. So tell us a little about yourself, man. My man Tim knows, he knows what's up.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, good to see you, man. And, you've done great residencies a lot of places, you and the old crew.
Yeah.
And briefly, just big love to Andrew Capoletti and Jay Stack. Miss you guys. But you sell at a block party. You've done a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah,
So Raleigh's grateful.
I guess I go a little bit back before the DJ days. So I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey, born and raised. Moved down to North Carolina for high school. And there, went to Cardinal Gibbons High School in Raleigh.
Smart kids.
After that, went up to App State, ran track and field, studied biology and chemistry.
Nice, man.
Went into the workforce and actually ran track professionally for a little bit.
Nice.
Oh.
That's what's
So
up.
that was
Just running things everywhere.
Yeah, I was trying. It's just yeah.
I hear you. That's pretty impressive, man. Actually, man, to actually be a competitive athlete. I always admire those type of people.
Me
Put
too.
their body to the limits.
Yeah, it was tough. Training before work, after work. So
Yeah.
It was a grind.
Yeah.
But I was fortunate enough because that kind of training rigor is what led me to doing what I do as a DJ. Like after I got hurt and I kind of had this, self-identity crisis because I was an athlete all my life.
Yeah.
A couple friends took me to a festival and I was like, I think I could do that. And then the journey began 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I know that your background, from what I've heard, is like you have, I know you have a lot of hip hop and R&B that you've, used as influences and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And growing up in Newark, Newark is like, straight hardcore, like hip hop, Redman, and all those dudes from
Naughty
out
by
there,
Nature.
Naughty by Nature,
Yeah.
the Lords of the
Talib
Underground.
Kweli.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, speaking of those names, Most Def, I have influence. Who else? DMX,
DMX, yeah.
Naughty by Nature, like I said, Noriega. That whole
Yeah.
era, kind of 90s, early 2000s hip hop
Good
is
shit, man.
what really. That's my background, And then
Yeah.
I also have Latin roots. My mom is from Panama. My dad is from Haiti. And so, reggaeton, salsa,
Yeah.
bachata, that's all in my background. So really just, I love music. I love anything with rhythm,
Yeah.
dancing. I was a real big dancer before I became a DJ.
Yeah.
So if you knew me,
Yeah.
in the early EDM stages, I was shuffling all the time.
No way.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So we got to watch you fanning one day, because then you can.
I'll bust it
step
out every
away.
once in a while. Every once in a while, I'll
What?
bust it out.
Yeah.
But
I think I saw you in one of the videos maybe a while back with shuffling. You got anything online with that? No.
I might have.
I'm not gonna shout you out. I'm just saying.
I might have had something.
Yeah. I know it, but hey, it's all good. And you was just running in place. That's what it was.
Exactly. I'm trying to get a little workout in.
I mean, he's an athlete, it's like world class looking.
Yeah.
Trying to look like you, man.
Oh, jeez, man. Old man just trying to stay
guy-
relevant, man.
Yeah, this guy, but he's jacked. Man. I try to catch up with his energy. I'm like, all right, I'm slowing down, bro. You keep going.
Every DJ seems to be fit now, man.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know.
It's a lifestyle. I mean, you have to if you're gonna be out all night, especially. Well, all right, let me take that back. There are some DJs that's just like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get hammered tonight and do my party and whatever. But
Right.
there's some DJs who take it serious and
I think that's a trend. It's starting to go that way. I mean,
Yeah.
a couple of years ago, you had John Summit. My life as a bender. Everybody was, just partying hard. And if you look at kind of the demographic now of DJs and even like a lot of ravers, a lot of people are doing it sober. They're talking about sober raving. That's like
I
the new,
respect that.
the
I
new
agree.
topic.
Yeah.
But
No, I agree, and I think, and I've seen that trend, and actually, I got stories to tell when I was younger. I'm trying to say, obviously, we all do.
Yeah, I'll own it too. Not at all.
But as I've gotten older, I'm like, you know what? I can go all night with just water.
right.
Yep.
Seriously, just give me some water. You know what I'm trying to say, and the music is keeping me alive. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that's something that I noticed that I thought I couldn't do.
Me too. As soon as I get to the bar, I bring my girl along sometimes, and first thing, can we get a drink? But I literally run to the stage, man. If I'm feeling, I'm like,
Yeah.
no
yeah.
cares, just
Music is everything. And as a DJ, I used to think that I needed, extra activities to make me better, to make the party last longer. You know what I'm saying? And
to give you more creativity and whatnot,
exactly,
and they get caught in that trap, and it's just like, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. And it's for a short period of time until you realize it's not gonna work.
Right.
It's either you got it or you
Exactly.
don't. And you
Right.
got
It's
to
nothing
perfect
gonna
your
enhance
craft.
it,
right.
Right.
And you're right. I mean, you're more focused as well. You know what I'm trying
Totally,
to say?
man.
You're more focused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when sometimes I'm just practicing at home. I'll practice like at midday, like at lunchtime.
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say? And I feel so, just focused, and that's all I'm doing. As opposed to if, it's later on in the night and then I'm like, winding down, less focused.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you get the most, and it's like you study in the morning, right? You got the most energy and you're more focused and stuff.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
but what makes you focus, man?
To be honest, I have kind of like this gift and a curse, right? It's I'm really goal oriented. Once I put my mind to something, I gotta achieve it, and if I don't, I'm gonna keep grinding at it until I get it. So, what makes me focus is the goals that I set.
Yeah,
and just trying to achieve it, and then not only that, but making my family proud.
that's good.
Trying to leave behind a legacy for
Yeah,
my
right.
family to have.
Great. Yeah, that's a noble position to have, especially, a young man as yourself, saying that's building something. You have that positive outlook, only good things could come.
Appreciate
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And God bless you definitely for that, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Been DJing, got some production out, which Tim and I has been checking out the production. Tim's been digging some of your stuff over
I
there.
have, man. Yeah.
Right.
You got, and also Tony and I just observed even your album art and whatever is sick and cool as shit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, but it's hard to say some favorites, but of course I enjoyed the three on the Panama, the Stand. The third one might even be my favorite. What am I thinking of?
Wait.
Is it Wait? Yeah.
This Yin Yang Twin sample.
Yeah, yes. And you got some good samples too.
Appreciate it. Yeah, it's that hip hop background.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of the hip hop samples and stuff.
It's your sound kind of, but eclectic because there's a range, but it's unique.
Appreciate it.
You got a
Appreciate
signature,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to Discal. He was the first label to Groovy Bone Records to sign my track.
That's big.
Slut Ho Freak, which
Yeah.
to this day is still
Slut
I think
Ho Freak.
my best production, my best work.
Well,
But,
I think it has about 11,000 listens on Spotify,
Right.
something like that. One of those records too. But yeah,
it's that was a special one because at that time, there was an artist that was out in London that came out with a track that used a Whitney Houston sample, and it was stuck in my head. And then I was like, what would be the equivalent of like that record from where I'm from? And it was like Biggie and Lil' Kim, like 100%.
Yeah.
And so if you listen to it, it kind of has like this UK like minimal vibe, but it has more of like a hip hop like
undertone.
Undertone to it. So where you're listening to it and you're just like, makes you bob your head. And kind of a lot of my tracks do that. Like I had to catch myself because when I make songs in the studio, I'm like kind of like that hip hop feel. And I'm like, wait, people need to dance to this, not head bob. So I got to kind of change the feeling sometimes. But yeah.
You know, you have to sample in My Umi Says on some shit.
Yeah.
In a different cadence. Yeah.
Let's do it.
To honor NY.
Hey, what do you use for production? I mean, like,
so
you have your own production set up?
I do. So everything is in my house. Nothing too crazy, but when I was making majority of my music earlier on, I was on a 2014 MacBook Air.
Yeah.
And on FL Studio.
Right.
My brother showed me Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
Way back in the day when we were on like Napster. And
shout out to the FL Studio users.
Shout out to FL Studio users.
That's
upgrade to Ableton.
Yeah, upgrade to You're the nephew of Ableton.
No.
I'm just kidding.
FL is so powerful, but Ableton, when I switched over,
way better,
it's a different animal. And not only that, but a lot of people in the industry use it, so it makes it kind of easier to collaborate. Yeah, I find. But yeah, so I use FL Studio. I have like an Akai little MIDI keyboard, and then over the years, a lot of artists have sent me sample packs and doing a lot of networking and been able to have some cool one-on-one teaching moments. Luke Andy, he is signed with Dirty Bird and
Dirty Bird dude, huh?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Claude Van Stroke's label, right?
Yeah. I think it's also on a label called No Rules Apply, which is Walker and Royce.
Oh yeah,
awesome guy. My newest mentor right now is Andre Salmon out of Ecuador.
I saw the collaboration.
Yeah. So that's my mentor. That's cool, he's super gifted. Has a really good ear for like minimal, glitchy house music. So
that little country's got like, I don't know, around 6 artists. Ecuador,
South America is pumping. Latin tech house, Latin houses. Is big right now. Yeah.
How'd you guys meet? Like just through label or?
So I was in a production group called Track Source. It was Track Source. Now you kind of sign up and you can send your records directly to labels or other artists. So I was one of the first kind of beta signees. And so they had kind of the first people who started, you could pay a little bit extra and be a part of a production group. So in that production group, there's probably like 35, 40 of us. And they would have teachers come on. And I had Andre's music from the get-go. I mean, that guy, like I played a lot of his music. So as soon as he was announced as a teacher, I reached out to one of the leaders within the group. I said, hey, is there any chance I could, send him an email, say if I could get some one-on-one lessons? And it just so happens that he had one spot available. And so I signed up, and then we've been rocking for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man. I love how inquisitive you are to just keep getting better and growing.
If you stop learning, if you stop learning, you're dead in the water. And
get stagnant.
Everything is always changing, so you have to keep evolving.
Right.
Yeah, keep it interesting. I get it, man. Same here. Keep it moving, keep it fresh, keep it changing. And I see that you've been doing a lot of different things and whatnot. And what is that you like to do the most? What is it? That is the DJing? Is it the?
I really love performing. So I have residencies in Raleigh, which I love because I get to meet a lot of new people. and my job is to, specifically in Raleigh, put people onto house music that don't know that they like house music. Everybody wants to go to these bars and listen to the same thing that you listen to on the radio when you're driving. And I said, okay, let me put you on to something new, and I have to do it in a way that they understand. So fortunately, unfortunately, I have to mix in some top 40 recognizable vocals. However, majority of my sets is underground focused, pulling out those vocals, giving them something to recognize, and then have them be like, dang, this beat behind it is, you know? Awesome. And so luckily I've been with Nomad for almost coming up 2
and
years.
I think we're one of your friends, Eric. I met him there. I see him at the jam. He remembered me. I think just dancing in front of you, and we became buddies.
And it's awesome how that happens. You know, our community is so small, but it's tight knit, and you can meet somebody and they become lifelong friends afterwards. You know, that's awesome about the electronic scene. I love performing, so I have my friend Johnny Cupcake out in Charlotte. He does House Vibrations. Shout out to House Vibrations.
Yeah, shout out to House Vibrations. Those guys on Charlotte. They're doing their thing.
And so he brings me out to shows, and I mean, some of my best sets are the Warehouse out there or at Black Box, where we're playing 1,800 people. And the feeling that I get where I could drop a song and I could like see that people are locked in. There's no other feeling.
Yeah, that's a big venue too. Black Box is pretty large. Shout out to some of the Raleigh DJs who actually performed out there. Poetic Note was out there recently.
With Charlotte, right? I mean, we kind of do in a way. And
definitely, man. We was out in Pangea just a couple weeks ago and
South Carolina.
Got there to mingle out with Rethink people and all the heads from out Charlotte and stuff like that. Pretty cool crowd. Yeah, awesome. Man.
On that note, I was going to say, and we'll have to do this because it's Charleston and it's just a chill vibe, but High Tide's pretty freaking cool. I know you've been on that docket.
I got lucky enough to play 2 years ago. I played right before Odd Mob. Wow. And it was insane. There was probably like 3,000 people.
I think I saw a video there. And it's like, dude.
3,000 people at my set. That's the largest crowd I've played for. Amazing. Before it was 1,800, and I thought that was insane, you know. But 3,000 people, and
it was a pretty big.
Does that change anything? Because I mean, we all have a healthy nervousness in some series, but that's not 50 to 200. That's a shit ton of humans.
So. Honestly, like, I prepared a set, and because the nerves were just so high, like, my hour and some change set turned into like 38 minutes. So like, I was mixing way too quick. So then after that, it was like, okay, now I'm freestyling. Which is fine because I haven't prepared a set since 2019. So I like to freestyle my sets all the time. Appreciate it. But I learned very quickly, if somebody doesn't like what you prepared, you have to freestyle. So you might as well just
pivot.
Exactly.
Before it was a COVID word.
You definitely have to pivot. So I'll never forget, I was playing a block party, which was my first party series ever in 2019. I think it was the second or third time I had it. But I prepped out this set. I was super excited for it. I probably got to like the third track. Nobody was feeling it. Nobody.
Like, damn, what am I gonna do now?
And so I was like,
crikey, they want Pharrell.
What do I do? You know? And at that time, I mean, I'm gonna say it. My technique was not nowhere near as polished as it was now. So, but yeah, I switched it up and I got the crowd. But that was the first time where I was like, okay, reading a room is essential. And what are you gonna do if your plan A doesn't work? So ended up working out, but that was the last time I ever prepped a set. And I won't go back unless, I mean, I will go back. That's a lie. I will definitely prep a set for big festival shows, but also I will know to have extra in my arsenal and make mental notes for if I need to go another way.
That's nice, man. Yeah.
How do you like when you go into a set or like something big like that, how do you prepare your playlist? Like, you have certain genres, you have certain BPMs.
People always say that I'm crazy that I do this. This is a legendary secret right here.
Yeah.
Normally before every big show, like big show meaning more than 100 people, and if I'm downloading music for my set, day of, majority like 4 hours before the set, I'm listening to about 15 seconds of a track, a little bit of the breakdown and the drop. And if I like it, I download it and I'll test it out in the set that I'm playing. Okay. And that'll be the first and last time I hear it before I actually play it. So majority of the time, when everybody's listening to the track for the first time, like when I'm dropping it, I'm really listening to
the first time as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are they typically newer, like probably not heard? Is that
not
part of
heard,
the game
yeah.
plan, right?
I like to create dig. I don't like to play majority of things that people listen to, like Shazamming. If you Shazam a track, like I try to at least have like majority of times less than 2,000 Shazams. I try to even do like under 1,000.
God, they're hard to find on there, man. It's frustrating when I'm listening to this. But, it's
but I'm
a lot.
always on SoundCloud. I mean,
me too.
just trying to find new music.
Yeah,
and it seems like today is a lot harder because everybody's trying to copy and paste, and all music really sounds the same. So it's getting harder to find good material.
Remixes, man. Remixes. I mean, you got to make your own.
Yeah.
The Doors. It's always like this certain. And by the way, it can be done very cool. Radiohead or something.
Of course.
But
there's plenty of material out there that you can use.
Yeah.
And just recreate something new.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Sampling is a very powerful tool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you're just playing it for a set, like I'll do a live remix, on the spot, just using 4 decks. But, I won't publish any of that stuff because I'm not going to go through all the sampling hurdles and all that stuff.
Yeah,
even though it came out dope, but I'd be like, nah.
A special one time, y'all heard it.
Yeah, that's it, Oh, I might just record it at home. Like I've done a remix for some old house song. You remember Lil Louis?
Oh, Lil Louis and French Kiss?
Yeah, well, not that song, but the one with the saxophone, the I forgot what it's called.
Without remembering the name, I think I am recalling.
Yeah.
Saxophone can be a nice addition
dope.
when done right.
Kind of updated that, kind of dope. But yeah, man, that's kind of do those things, on the fly. I mean, I think a lot of DJs, I don't know if they're doing that nowadays, or you tell me, man. Like how are they? I'm not up there quite often as some of the guys that I've been dealing with. They're out there pretty much hitting the parties and all that. And
It really just depends. There are some DJs that do live mixing, and then there's some that just play top 40. It depends where you go.
Yeah.
Or, I wouldn't say top 40. I'm sorry. They're playing the top house hits. But it really just depends who's playing. Like sometimes I'll do live remixes where I'm taking an acapella over a beat, but I have to really be locked in and because I'm not trying to mess up,
Yeah, that's true. You have the pressure under you; it makes a difference.
Yeah, but when you see me doing that, like I've posted videos where I'm doing that, like the entire set, I'm not looking up at all. Like I'm down in the decks, locked in, just having fun. And majority of the time, I'm just playing everything back in my head, like, oh, this will sound good, this will sound good, queuing it up, hitting a loop, bringing it in, chopping. Like it's it's fun, and I'm by myself. Yeah, and I it's hard sometimes because people want you to interact with the crowd, and so if I'm in that mode, I don't see anybody but Pioneer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's how it used to be, though. I mean, the DJs were never part of center stage and whatnot. You know what I'm trying to say? They were hitting the back in the corner somewhere. It's like,
But and that's a very good point. So I think people need that because people don't know how to dance. Like people do not know how to dance nowadays. They really don't.
Let me tell you, I'm trying to bring that back. All right, let's form something here. Because let me tell you, I've been trying to push that and push actually a party because I don't know if you guys remember. There used to be a party in New York, a Santos House party down in Manhattan, and they used to have. Well, I know you probably heard of. I know you're from Newark. The Funk Box parties with Tony Touch and these guys. Man, all they do is dance.
Yeah,
you go in there, and just circle dancing, just all night. Everyone's dancing.
That's awesome. Put your fucking phones down.
There's
and chill.
a group out in Charlotte, After Orbit. Well, Charlotte's a different animal, but After Orbit, they do a lot of Afro house. Really for the culture.
That's
Man,
nice.
I haven't been to a party yet, but I see their videos. Everybody's dancing. Everybody's sweaty.
Yes.
Everybody's moving. The footwork, and I'm like, where you guys been? You
You're
know what I'm
right,
saying?
man.
Like, and
South Africa, right? Everybody could be Tembo or lemon and herb or Shimza or black coffee. Shit.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And they all are just, they're fun to watch the audience.
they're
man.
vibing. They're
They're
vibing.
they're
They
dancing,
are.
and you know, but that type of vibe, you know, those circle dances bring that vibe back, and you know, having dancers actually, because people like to see people dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And if you like to see people dance, guess what? You're gonna go over there to the club and you're gonna have fun because
Yeah.
you're interacting with the crowd. Not even if you're dancing, you're watching people dance.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's always so fun. And I haven't even found that type of scene out here yet.
I don't know if it's because maybe house music's gotten so fast. You know, playing 130, 129, 127. You can't dance like that.
You got
the
to
whole
dance
night,
to 1/8 of the beat, you know, and
You
just
got a
find
two-step.
that.
You got a
Yeah.
two-step.
Two-step, yeah.
But like what they're playing is you're talking about, you know, 120s to like 126 max.
Yeah.
Where
true.
it's a lot slower than, you know, majority of the more majority of house music being played right now.
Yes.
Right.
So I don't know. It's always interesting. If you take a look at my production now, I'm slowing it down myself. I'm trying to create more 126. I'm trying to make it sexier instead of so fast, you know? Like I want people when I play a song to like grab a partner and like
Yeah.
be intimate, dance, like feel house music, because house music is just so beautiful, man.
There's so many, you can take in so many directions.
Yeah.
Man. It's just, you know, forward to the floor. You can just put anything on it, bro, and
Right.
make it
Yeah.
different BPMs. I mean, you know,
Yeah.
Tim's a
Well.
encyclopedia here when it comes
Oh,
to live
shit, man.
music. This guy,
But
he'll pull out songs out of everywhere. Like, damn, how do you know these things,
Yeah.
bro?
you know, I'm about 2 hours, maybe not 2 all the time, but on SoundCloud, and you listen to copious sets. And one thing I like about that lower, not only their studies, this seems exorbitant, but you live longer. You dance a few times a week. There's data, and if it's in a certain beats per minute range, about 119 to 126, there's therapy in there. It's like 2 times the human heart rate. I mean, that seems, you know, I don't know if we all walk around at 60 beats per minute, but yeah, like I like that there's data. But if to me the low end hits more powerful, I'm just like boom, boom. It's not boom, boom, and that's fine because good is good. But man, I just find that to be my range if I had a preference.
Yeah.
And
No,
you
for
kind
sure.
of are going down that channel right now. it sounds like.
And so I never talked about this, but cleaning up on Sundays, that's why I was first introduced to house music. I didn't know it was called house music. You know, my parents used to blast, and coming from Jersey as well, you know, Jersey had a real big house scene. But like I said, it was just music to me. And growing up on Sundays, we'll listen to like CeCe Pennington, we'll listen to Robin S., just to name the bigger, Alley Us, the Follow Me, Follow Me. Like that was,
It's a groove.
that's a big
Dum, dum,
groove, you know,
dum.
and that's 119 BPM, you know. And if you listen to those tracks and if you watch clips from back in the day, everybody's dancing. They catch that groove. And I think it's because it's a slower rhythm.
Yeah.
But like you hear and you feel everything a lot more because it's just, it's a groove, you know.
It's true, and I've been getting to some of that a lot lately, man. Some of those slower tempo, older, you know, more older school house, you know, just kind of, you know, and then, you know, you can find some good stuff nowadays, and that a lot of good stuff actually, you know, that's coming on that BPM. So,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, man, that's pretty good, and yeah, I guess dancing, right? I mean, want to try to bring that back, Tim? Come on, man, let's learn some dancing.
Thank you guys for providing me a dance floor.
Yeah, well, so Charlotte, right? Charlotte has a scene out there apparently.
Big time. It's grown.
I've
so
seen
much.
like one video about there when I was doing some research on some like circle dances and just kind of did a quick search. And I found like one video was like in some dark like little room or whatever, and some people just doing like some circle dancing and whatnot. I was like, all right, Charlotte got something happening.
Yeah.
That was it. I didn't find anything else. And,
There's a lot of different groups. Like I said, After Orbit, I apologize if I'm saying the name wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's After Orbit is one. House Vibrations is another. That's more of your tech house, techno. You have Gang Stars, which is a newer group that kind of just popped up.
Wait, the Gangster, they're legit, right? But they haven't been around for 10, 15 years? Or am I thinking of different?
No, I
There's
think
one that
it's
ends in
different.
2 R's,
Yeah.
maybe I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's no.
Okay,
Gang
got-
Stars is like kind of a newer group.
Gotcha.
That is in Charlotte now. They're really big on the Latin tech house.
Yeah.
Um,
That Latin influence, man.
Yeah, you have Ofi and his group. He's also on the Latin tech house side.
Yeah.
Of course, you have Groovy Bone. That's more so on the bass house, UKG,
Yes.
Garage. But yeah, there's a lot of groups out in Charlotte, and all their parties are hitting. I mean,
Yeah.
they're not.
So wait a minute. You're saying that Charlotte is popping way more than Raleigh right now?
Raleigh, I love y'all, but
Right. It's kind of a pseudo big city, right?
Come on,
I mean,
bro.
Charlotte is.
We got to shout out Raleigh.
You seen our skyline, man?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got a podcast down there.
I love Raleigh.
I fuck with
love
Raleigh, too.
I love Raleigh.
So wait, hold
you know
on. Who
what
got
I'm
more
saying?
talent? I'm not gonna let you answer that,
Population
but we know.
matters. There's more there.
Yeah, so
you should
Charlotte-
have a bigger call. It's like pizza in New York
Yeah,
versus
exactly.
pizza
I
in
get it.
Raleigh.
No, I
don't
get it. It is the financial capital of North Carolina, so they got a lot of money being pumped into
True.
all kinds of stuff, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? And that's a big difference.
Yeah, for sure.
We have some diamonds in the rough here that
Yes.
that are not big, but they can
Yeah.
play.
And Charlotte, we're coming to your city next.
Yes.
All right.
But we're gonna do our Raleigh crew because we know
Yes.
there's a lot of hidden gems
Yeah,
like
there's a
you.
lot of
Not even
hidden
hidden,
gems.
but just gems. Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of kids on the come up out here that I see that I've been watching because I may be involved in a party out here and could get a couple people on.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been watching a lot of kids, and I mean, biggest thing I can say, because a lot of people always ask, put me on. Put out mixes.
Yes. Let me
With
make
good
sure you're vetted,
transitions.
man.
Yes.
I need transitions to be good.
Yeah.
If your transitions are off, I'm a stickler. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I can't give you a stamp
Practice
of
it
approval.
up.
Yeah.
I'm nobody though. Just
Yeah.
want to put that out there.
Yeah.
But
Well, but-
open
but-
decks, right? That's how we're meeting at Clockwork at London Bridge. He's a
Yep.
devotee at London Bridge. I'm usually
Yep.
working right until it kind of ends, but that's how you've met some great young kids.
Yeah, a lot of
and I
kids.
don't know, and I know a lot of them in Raleigh, but yeah.
Some in my circle that are been putting out some pretty good stuff.
like, impressive.
And trying to get those guys, push those guys, promote them as well. And they're just getting better. So I think more and more, that the scene grows out here.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting more and more people who are, excuse me, putting out some pretty good stuff. So, yeah. But you're saying that, hold on, they have to have a certain criteria in order for what? To get with, you want to put them on.
He's got a discerning palate.
So if for me personally, if I can put you on to this party called After Hours,
Mm-hmm.
ran by Who Cares,
Mm.
because at the end of the day, who really cares?
Shout out to Who Cares while
Shout
we're
out
there.
to Who
That's
Cares.
a big
Because
fucking
we're about
shout.
to, there you go. Shout out to Who Cares.
Wearing the
This-
merch.
Yeah.
Who Cares?
You want to show us the back real quick?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you don't mind, I mean, we're.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, I need one of those.
I like that.
I need one of
dude.
those,
What is
man.
that? A
Hook it
damn
up.
COVID spore?
It actually is a virus because
Yeah.
music is
Spike
infectious.
proteins.
Yeah.
Spike protein.
Music is infectious. So yeah, it's a virus. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
That's what's up.
That's brilliant, man.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so kind of Who Cares came about is wanted to have a party, wanted to go big, wanted to be in different locations where, if people was asking, who's throwing this party, where is it? Who cares? Just
Right.
come.
Yeah.
Like why does it matter about who's throwing a party?
Yeah.
Just come, dance,
Yeah.
have fun. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's not about the clout,
Right.
it's about
Right.
the music.
That's awesome.
So
Very selfless way to look at it.
Of course. And that's we need more of that. And I'm glad guys like you are pioneering, that, especially that underground after hour scene, man.
Those are fun.
How many do we have in the city right now? I mean,
now we have 3.
Yeah.
in
3.
Raleigh, yeah.
Yeah.
We shout out to Fusions, which is
fusion
Yes.
parties, yeah.
Capital City
That was
Shufflers.
also
That- those
Saturday.
guys,
that
yeah,
looked
yeah.
like a fun one.
And then we have a guy who came from Durham. Now he's in Raleigh, and that's
It was Johan.
yeah,
Kinetic Audio, yeah. Shout out to Kinetic Audio.
Man, we
Hell yeah.
love Johan.
I love you. Those are my peeps right there,
Yeah.
man. I support
So,
them 100%.
His shows are legit. And that's a
Yeah,
cute
for
little
sure.
warehouse he's got
Yeah.
over there.
So I mean, and it's like you know, it's good for the city. The more that we can have where we're actually showing off like real talent, I think the more we can bring the music scene back, because everybody's always hitting Charlotte.
I agree.
We don't have really house hitting Raleigh, so
yeah.
Well, one, we need a venue, but that's another topic.
Something like Flash, but a third of the size.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Something
Quality.
iconic, right? I mean, that's Well,
Shout out to our rich friends. If you want to be benefactors, we'd love to do a warehouse with your rich ass.
Well, that's hopefully it'll come.
Hopefully,
Is
Aura
one-
is supposed to be opening. Aura,
Yeah, or
that's supposed to be a club, and I will be a resident there.
oh,
so.
good. I was going to ask you
It's gonna
about
be-
the residencies and other gigs, and I've even had ideas too, just from friends that I know that have pretty slick bars and.
Yeah, so
Where's that at?
Well,
Aura?
Yeah.
Aura is a new club that is opening. They opened for a little bit. Now they're going under a change in management. This is not paid advertising, by the way.
Yeah.
However, Dutch is.
Is it Dutch? Yeah, okay, I've heard this.
yeah.
Okay, so Aura is the name, and is it that class? We're like Southern Chartwell, is it? Kind of.
No.
It's not even Glenwood.
It's
Okay.
like Fayetteville area.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. It's like by the off of South McDowell. If you take that street that's kind of by Boxcar,
Of course. Yeah.
go across that way, it's like right there.
That's cool. So I love that junction area. There's cool stuff, Crank Arm, and there's blah blah blah, Area Chocolate, right? Kind of am I thinking right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're building that area up big time. I think they're trying to revamp that Fayetteville street area.
I know, and they need to.
Yeah.
It's just kind of it's a good street, but it's just hits different. It's a bad energy sometimes, and they need to do something more with the aesthetic of it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It has a lot of potential.
Yes,
sure.
it does.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aura, that's that is
Good for
coming
Dutch.
online soon. Yeah.
I mean, he ran some cool. I've seen a lot of good shows at Alchemy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
kind of underground. I picked and chose, but there were some badass acts that he brought.
For
through.
sure. Yeah. Wax Motif, Acraze,
Yeah.
Benny Bassi was a good one.
Christoph was one I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
enjoyed.
Yeah, they had some pretty big names come through
Yeah.
Alchemy before
Yeah.
that whole management change. And
Right.
Yeah.
Life happens, man. You know. And
yeah.
how's Wilmington, though, real quick? Just to honor, so I'd say the 4 big cities in Carolina, we got Charlotte, Raleigh, maybe Wilmington, then Winston-Salem would be my
Greensboro?
but
Yeah.
Greensboro too. But
So-
Wilmington, it seems like it's got a kind of a cool scene. I wish
Wilmington has a cool scene. They're more on the minimal side, which is pretty cool. Running it down there is Sound Waves.
Sound Waves, yep.
Sound Waves. And that's going to be Chandler Sinclair
Yeah.
and Create, which is John Coyne.
Mhm.
Apologies if I said your name wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
John Coyne.
Okay.
But they are out in Wilmington. I know they're pushing the house scene
Yeah.
out there.
That's good.
Good
Yeah,
people out
I've
there.
heard a lot of some
And then
rumbling out there.
Greensboro, Winston, you're looking at Tay Lively.
Yeah.
So Tay Lively has a party out there called Groove Theory.
Groove, yeah. This was a Groove Lab, isn't Groove
Oh,
Lab?
Groove Lab.
Groove Lab, right,
sorry.
yeah.
Groove
Okay.
Lab, yeah, Groove Lab.
Mm-hmm.
I think Groove Theory is a song.
It is a
Yeah.
group. So,
Yeah.
Tell me if you want me to.
Yeah, there we go. I'm
That's
listening on the way
what's
home.
I love it.
Shout out to Groove Theory.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's out in Greensboro, and used to be Strictly Social out in Greensboro also.
Remember them?
I think that was his name was Freddie something, Freddie Todd maybe.
Okay.
I don't know if he's
I
still
know the
doing
name,
parties, but that was in
I
Greensboro.
remember them.
Yeah.
I think they did. They even if they're defunct, that was just a few years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Asheville too, actually. We were out in
Don't
Pangea.
sleep on Asheville. Shit.
Asheville's we met a couple of heads out
It's
there.
an
that
artist
have
city.
Asheville,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
some
know?
pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know what I haven't really heard of the parties. I know there's like one guy. I think Lex had mentioned it last time, Cloud or Mountain. I don't know if they're doing
Okay.
events and stuff like that, but there's some other people doing stuff out there that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great
And
city.
they're close to Charlotte too, so it's like
Yeah.
they're like pretty much an hour away or something
Yeah.
like that, or something close. So
I may
I'm sure
retire
they're
in
getting a lot
Asheville.
of.
Was like low key, just kind of thought that for something,
I'm trying
It's
to
like
retire.
it's a Colorado-y vibes, but less rangy mountains. But
Yeah.
it's just kind of like people are into fitness, a little bohemian. All the breweries, which I
Right.
love, good beer.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying
just-
to retire in Italy.
Oh, well,
Italy.
yeah, you win. I'm
That's why I'm
down.
trying to retire.
Yeah,
You just
talk about
won up
in
the
the
shit out of
mountains
it.
of the Caucasus or
Yeah.
whatever. Just
Yeah, Turin. Shout out to. I went to Kappa Festival
yeah.
in 2023 in Turin, Italy.
And Turin, that's a unique.
Changed
You were
my
up
life.
north.
Changed
That's
my life.
pretty
Beautiful,
country.
Yeah, I loved it. Loved
Yeah.
it. Stayed in an Airbnb in the middle of the city. Nobody spoke English. I was thriving.
It wasn't the Rome vibe, which is no
Yes.
disrespect. What a historic, amazing place. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the northern part of Italy. I mean, there's a lot of mountains up that way too. I think, right?
Yeah, it was
Close
like
to Switzerland.
Switzerland, yeah, close
Yep.
to Switzerland.
it's kind of like just low key, kind of sort of like just a richer vibe, and the topography is green, lush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is.
Creates a
Beautiful.
certain difference than the dry arid south, which is
Yeah.
also awesome. Nothing in Italy really sucks.
No.
No.
Yeah, I fell in love with the food and the people.
Yeah.
Saw grandmas walking.
Mhm.
Saw
Yeah.
everybody just
Village.
fellowshipping,
Yeah.
drinking at little cafes.
Yeah.
It was
Such a
was
different
great.
vibe,
Vibe,
right?
yeah, 100%.
We all need a little Italy in our life.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man.
Beautiful
Shout out to
weeks.
Italy. And
Shout
stuff
out to
like
Italy.
that,
Yeah.
you
shout
know?
out to
Be
Italy.
great.
Yeah.
The fucking history. The
Yeah.
boots, Sardinia,
Yes,
let's
the
give you a
wine, the
shout.
food.
Yeah, I've been to Sicily.
Yeah.
I've luckily well traveled to Italy too, but
Yeah.
it is special,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, a lot of great places in Europe, man. Have you been to any of the big party cities over there and partied a lot?
So while I was over there,
Mhm.
I visited my boy Eric in London.
Yeah.
So we went to a couple different parties. Went to this rooftop place that I met a guy at Kappa Festival who lived in London who was a DJ
No way.
and invited us to like this rooftop lounge place, which was
Wow.
really cool. So we got some food there while he was like spinning some real like
London's
deep
a pretty
cuts.
nice scene, man.
London,
London,
man.
popping,
Yeah, that's the
There's
international
always
capital.
something happening in London, bro.
Yeah,
Like, anywhere
London's
you go.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, London was cool. London reminded me of like a British New York.
Yes.
It was cool.
yes.
Just the streets are like this, though, man. Everything is like spaghetti.
Yeah.
Like you go down, and then it almost got killed. That's for sure. Looking the wrong way. I mean, you know, I'm looking this way, the car's coming this way. I'm like, I'm gonna
Yeah, you gotta change your brain when you're there, man.
Yeah, it's like you're just too used to looking left when you're supposed to look, whatever, right?
So
The history there too, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that British Empire, Jesus, man. Let's talk about another empire like Italy.
Right, yeah.
They got quite the history.
The money there, man, is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what it is. I mean, all these financial capitals in cities like New York and London and any financial capital you're gonna go to,
Singapore,
man,
yeah.
Singapore, it's just gonna be pop. San Francisco is a financial capital too. Man.
Yeah.
Think about California.
But yeah, the artistry
Man.
coming out of Italy is crazy. Those guys are. I said
Well,
Italy,
Benny
sorry.
Benazzi too.
I went back to Italy,
Yeah.
London as well. London and Italy, the artists that are coming out of there is just
Yeah.
this talent is crazy.
Remind me, is Enrico Sangiolini? I mean, that sounds Italian. Do you remember he's the kind of techno? He'd be on like Adam Bear's label, and I don't know. I'm just thinking of some Italian names, and I know more than the ones.
Leighton Giordani.
Which one?
Leighton Jordan.
Oh, yeah,
techno.
yeah.
But he's from New York
Is he?
Oh, is he?
originally, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he
Okay.
has Italian descent.
Probably.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like he's under like John Summit's management.
Ah,
They're
Good
doing a
time.
lot of collaborations for parties and whatnot together.
nice. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Europe got it popping. This is always, I mean,
France has had so much talent too.
So
God, the 80s,
From
90s, 2000s.
London,
Yeah.
we flew over to France.
Oh, hey.
24-hour pop up. France
Yeah.
is also
yeah.
France is. I'm gonna say this on camera.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was that many black people in France. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, yo,
Are the
Jay-Z,
immigrants from North Africa or whatever?
Yeah.
Did I hear that?
100% correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was thinking, but
You
yeah,
get
France.
educated there. Just
Yeah.
you're talking to friends.
There's a
from
lot of French,
Morocco and, yeah.
colonized African countries.
there are.
you know,
Correct,
Like, you got to
correct.
think
Very
about,
true.
what's it called? Faso. Yeah, all those countries.
I mean, a lot of those guys fought in World War II too. So when you see a platoon and they're all black, they're from Algeria. They're not black, but there were countries that, as you get further south in Africa, not as north. Yeah, I mean they pulled their weight.
I loved every second of France.
France is
Paris was really cool.
Oh,
I like Paris.
Yeah. More
Got-
than London or?
No.
Nah, okay.
And not more than Italy. Italy's
Not
still
more
number
than-
one.
I know.
But yeah, we're actually going back to Europe. We're going to Amsterdam for No Art Festival
Dude, I'm jealous.
for another in July 26th.
Amsterdam is
Heck
pretty
yeah.
crazy too.
Yeah.
I lived in the Netherlands for 3 years, but credit to
Okay.
mom and dad. Yeah, kid memories, but they were awesome.
You
Yeah.
go to Amsterdam, the buildings are leaning like this. They're so old. It's like, yo, that building's about to fall me, but it's like the whole block, the whole street is like that.
Yeah.
They're all leaning like that.
Oh,
So you about to see
I'm
it.
going on
You
the
gotta be like-
opposite side where it's leading.
Yeah,
Trying to make it go back straight.
It's quite a city, and yeah, you have fun there, definitely, man.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah. So you doing a little like just touring a little bit, or
So
just?
I'm only there for 7 days.
Mhm.
So thinking about maybe going over to like Belgium or something, but haven't 100%. I don't know if I should just like try to see as much as I can there or like spread my
Right.
time a little bit.
That's a dilemma when you travel, because you could stay in one city in Italy for 3 weeks and still
Yeah.
get your soul fed or whatever. But
Right.
then there's the get around. Maybe you don't get to do it for every 5 years. And
Yeah.
hop
But
on a
I go
train.
back to Europe. I go to Ireland in September. So
Mhm.
Nice.
I don't know. I
man.
have some thinking to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ireland's special too. I mean, God, we get kudos to Europe, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
might be slightly cooler than us.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some pretty cool things, but
Yeah.
you know, we live here, so it's
Right.
You don't take it for granted.
yeah,
a lot
it's
of
true.
ways, right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Exactly.
But it's just like out there, everything is so much closer. Everything is so much more accessible, right? Here, everything's
Mm-hmm.
so, I mean, and I was just talking to someone about this, about the design of a lot of the cities that we make out here. Everything's so spread out and whatnot. And you have like one little city
Sprawling
center,
suburb, right? Yeah.
and it's like 3 blocks, whatever. I mean, if you get outside of New York, it's like maybe the only metropolis, like in or maybe Chicago and Philly,
Yeah.
yeah.
right? But outside of that, everything is spread out
I
so
agree.
far,
Yeah.
and but this is unique, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey, we're a top 5 place to move for
It's a
like
real
30
driving-
years, so there's
driving-
some attraction here,
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
people
that-
coming. That's
Yeah.
why after hours gotta keep building.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
right.
because
That's
we
what I
can-
was just. That's what I was just explaining to some of the people. Say, yeah, the scene is it is what it is now, but there's more and more people coming. I know when we got down here in 2009. When I got down here, it was a lot different than it was now. And
Big
you
time.
know, you've
Yeah.
seen it.
Massive.
I remember, like,
changes.
only other place that we went to was Mosaic when Mosaic
Yeah,
was
yeah.
around and stuff, and you were like, all right, this is chill, it's,
Yeah.
it's a spot,
Well, what else
and
we
then-
got?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's still not that many places. I mean,
No.
when I started playing music, and the reason why I even wanted to start throwing parties, because you couldn't really find house music like that. J-Stack was playing in like
Yeah.
Black Flower, I think.
Yes.
That's like the first time I saw him.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dang, he's good.
Yeah.
I wasn't even DJing yet.
Yes.
And I was like following him locally around all
Yeah.
his shows because he was just nice like that. What he
Yeah.
was playing was different, and then like how he was mixing was different.
Yeah.
And then I saw Andrew Capelli,
Anna Capelletti.
and
Handsome,
Capelli,
handsome man.
shout out to
Capelli
Capelli,
sound, whatever. Yeah, I bet I follow. You know where.
Capelli was on, that kind of like grown sexy, like kind
Yeah.
of like female vocal vibe. Like he was always playing something with female vocals.
Yeah.
And then me, I was like the wild child. I was like playing like Dirty Bird stuff, a little bit
Yeah.
more gritty. And it was cool because when we came together and made Raleigh House Collective, like we would always play one track each,
Yes.
and it just made for like such a great contrast.
You
I don't
did do
know,
that, yeah.
yeah.
B2B2B.
Yeah. B3B.
Yeah, B3B.
And shout out to them really, because I wouldn't be technically where I am without them, because they were years ahead of me of DJing.
Yeah.
And they took a gamble on me, like giving me an opportunity to play with them. And then I had this crazy idea of starting Raleigh House Collective, and I brought it to them. We met at O'Malley's off of Glenwood.
That's a classic Irish bar, man.
Classic
Old
Irish
school.
bar.
Yeah.
We had a beer each, and
Yeah.
we like were thinking of the name.
Great idea.
It was-
That was a great name, dude.
Yeah, Raleigh House Collective.
we
yeah.
thought of some stupid names.
You were the
and then we were
collective.
like, why don't we just be Raleigh House Collective?
Yeah.
And then it I don't know, it stuck.
It's stuck, yeah.
And I felt like we had the keys to the city.
You
for like,
drew more crowds, and I have so many memories at the Architect, which seems like sometimes that's what we have. You're working. I love John Seelbeiner and Hunter. These are great guy. But yeah, just sometimes you have to take a random spot.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be a club in Raleigh, but that looked the part, and it almost ended up being Boiler Room-esque. I'd always stand behind y'all.
So yeah,
And watch
so
from there. Yeah.
Crazy enough, when we first started doing that, and hopefully nobody cancels me for saying this, but we were our first like real big success was an underground party that we threw during COVID, where we were doing live streams and we were having like 200 people like tuning into our live stream. We were like, why don't we just try to just throw a party one time?
Yes.
So I came up with like this crazy idea. I was like, all right, I'm gonna sign up for this text service, right? And I heard about Carl Cox doing this back in London, where you call a number and the number will tell you where to go for this party.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So I was like, well, why don't we try this texting service where they text it, and then the day of, you'll get the address to the party. So, and I still have all these like business cards.
That's great.
It was a business cards with an architectural layout on it, which was a clue to it was going to be an architect. So I had an architectural layout on the card. It said Raleigh House Collective, and it said on the back it said text, and it had the number. So when you texted the number, you got a welcome message, and then it said, look out for a text message on this day. You'll get the information to the party.
Awesome.
So this was during COVID, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't know how many people. Well, we kind of knew how many people because we could get the text, right? So, but Raleigh is so last minute. So we kind of baited people by saying, okay, in order to get a card, you have to come to one of our open air events. So we were throwing parties at Lake Wheeler,
right,
under a shelter.
Yeah.
Open air event. So that was like 30, 40 people that would come out.
Yeah.
So we're handing out cards. People were like, oh, can I give a card to such and such? And we're like, if you get the text, you could tell people.
Yeah.
Boom.
Brilliant.
First party we have. This is during COVID. Not supposed to have parties, right?
Right.
260, like 64, 260.
Crowd, man.
Which venue?
Architect.
Oh, at Architect.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a pretty big, sizable crowd for Architect. Gosh.
Architect.
Yeah, I
was
missed
like,
that one.
Architect was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
We were like,
They made some money.
So
that
we've,
night.
yeah, oh yeah, they made
Beers
some money.
and whatnot.
So we were like, okay, like we could do this, you know, like let's run it again. It's gonna be random. We're not gonna tell people when we're doing it. It's just gonna be at our party, and we're gonna announce it. So I remember we were playing in the backyard of Alchemy, and I got on the mic. It was like, if you're at the party, stay after. We're gonna hand out some cards, so people knew. It was like, all right, boom, second party's coming up.
Damn.
The second one at Architect,
Good party.
it was like 300 people. They couldn't let people in.
Oh, wow.
It was slam full. And I hate that we took down the Instagram because, man, there were some videos where I'm like hanging on the speaker, like you pan the camera the other way. You just see a sea of people. It was nuts.
Wow.
It was nuts. I mean, I really felt like a rock star.
That sounds
like,
pretty magical.
Yeah, it was crazy. So shout out to Raleigh House Collective. I mean, for 4 years we were on it.
I think y'all were the Titans, and you just drew the most people, and
especially around
so
COVID
it
time.
even got words like Orlando, like where people kind of knew who we were. So we actually went out to Skyline Festival, and we met up with these guys in Housekeeper Records, and they had actually seen like a couple of our videos on Instagram, and so we ended up becoming cool with them. And then I still talk to these guys, and I bring them up for some parties every once in a while. But yeah, it was crazy. Raleigh House Collective was definitely like that's what like kind of shot me up. Like I would say Brook Legends was made during COVID. That's where my name was made in the underground scene.
Right. Yeah.
So I'll forever be in debt to the underground.
Yeah.
That's really cool, man. But you were an idea incubator and you pulled your weight in a way. Because you were saying you come up with a text idea and you just kind of names and you kind of knew they might be the veterans, but like I'd say you were quite the addition.
Yeah.
Because I knew those guys well, but I hadn't really met you yet.
Right. So yeah, I was a new face on the block. You know, Capelli had been around, J-Stack had been around, and J-Stack was really playing shows. Like he was getting booked by Sugar Society.
Big.
Yeah. And Capelli had just been around. He had been around. So I was really the new kid on the block.
Yes.
With the big ambitious ideas, you know, and just trying to take us. Like I had that entrepreneurial business mindset.
Yes.
J-Stack was, you know, the face, the rock star.
Always smiling.
Yeah, and then Capelli was the gear guy. I mean, all of our parties, Capelli had all the gear, the speakers, the board, the cables. I learned how to set up a party from Capelli.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. You know, they used to play at Babylon Molino. Like, I mean, it would have been Molino by then, but same event, you know, a restaurant. And it was so, you know, it was nice to have them there, and I'd see those guys out a lot, just independently. So yeah. Two good guys, man.
Yeah, they've been awesome DJs.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of especially during COVID. I mean, that's a lot of people, man, that you were able to pull, man. You know, they were like 200, 300
it was crazy.
deep. It was like,
yeah.
And so, you know, people say they don't see money making a DJ, right? But like, we were seeing money. We were like, wow, we can do something with this.
Yeah.
And during COVID too, I mean, you know, people were out of jobs and whatnot, and we were making some pretty good money, but you know, everything that we had was going back into our parties.
Yeah.
So it just made it even better. You know, we were getting lights, we were getting signs, we were making videos. Like, you know, nobody was putting out promotional videos like us. You know, it was a time.
You were ahead of the curve, man.
Yeah. And then unfortunately, you know, we disbanded, and you know, J Stack is up in Canada now. Capelli's in Tampa. I stayed here, and I was in the Raleigh House Collective. Yeah. But 4 years.
4 years?
4 years, yeah. 4 years.
So just recently, pretty much,
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty an interesting history of
I know.
you know, the scene out here. You know?
Yeah. You guys were really important in that, because we were kind of talking about the burgeoning aspects, and there was a lot less to talk about. 10 years ago even, and now I feel like, because Raleigh's population still isn't so high, there might be 3 or 4 options that are kind of legit on a Friday or Saturday, and it almost peels off.
Yeah.
Where 500 could have gone to 1, and instead it's 120 and 170, and you know.
And I could say, looking back on it, it probably was a demon spawn child of us, because we were so particular on who we put on. And so then a lot of people were like, all right, well, since we're not playing, we're going to go do our own thing.
Yeah.
And so, you know, one group was made, and then you see another group pop up.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, there's like 4 different groups splitting up where everybody used to come.
Yeah.
And we kind of never recovered after that. I think like, and Sean was always his own thing. Rabbit Hole Productions. He had his own thing, but then like,
Hey, Subtech too.
Yeah,
It's 2 Sean's, you know. I mean, he used
Subtech
to
as well.
be the brains behind.
Which Capelli was a part of Subtech. I'm pretty sure
they were good bros.
Yep. And then you had Space Camp.
Yep.
Space Camp. Yep.
And then Capital City Shufflers.
Yep.
And then Kinetic Audio, like we talked about.
Yep.
So like those are the 3 that stayed, and 4, I guess, because Rabbit Hole is still doing the thing as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it is kind of like split now, where we all have our own little community. But one day we just need to just have one big party and see what we can do.
One big festival.
Yeah.
One big festival.
You got Ian over there in Durham, you know, but some of that crowd, like some of our Raleigh people went to Durham. Durham's probably a little cooler maybe, and artsy driven, but Raleigh's got more population, which kind of But yeah, we can all drive 28 minutes or whatever it is.
For sure. And one thing I love about Durham is the last time I played at the Fruit, I opened for Sid and Shiba-san.
You did? Oh, whoa. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Didn't know
Durham
that.
could dance.
Yeah,
Durham could dance. They get down.
They're a little hipper, man.
Yeah.
They just are,
Yeah.
But
Durham definitely been to some really good parties out there. And, you know, we live in Durham, so it's like whenever we get a chance, we just pop right over, you know. And that's where I met, you know, a lot of the underground cats now, like Kinetic Audio and some of these people that are Ian and all these guys out there. Yeah. So, It's a good scene, man. You know, we need more of that. I mean, Durham is, like you said, the population is a little bit less. Yeah. You know, a lot of people from Raleigh don't want to come out there, you know.
Right.
That's kind of the
disconnect. Partying too, right? You better just stop at 2.5 drinks, you know, or what? I don't know, whatever. You're there for 6 hours, you can probably have 4,
get
but
on
whatever
that
the analogy is.
Hit that.
That's a long haul, man.
That commute is tough.
It's a deal breaker most of the time for me, sadly.
Yeah, Raleigh PD don't play either, so
no.
You gotta pick and choose, you know.
I've had a few of those tickets too, the big ones. So like I had no mas, no risk, man, but I don't always want to take a.
But that makes sense, man. You know, like joining forces and just having one big festival or something like that. You know,
it'd be
nice
the best idea I've heard in a while.
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be dope. Like I said, a lot of us. that have reached the point where we're throwing our own parties, we just have a very particular way it wants to be thrown. So
Yeah,
a lot of
exactly.
egos have to be
That's a
swallowed.
thing here for
you know?
sure.
Yeah,
And sometimes backstab, and it's kind of like.
yeah. But
Well,
I
and
think it
that's-
could be done. I think it could be done.
Yeah,
and
yeah. I mean, you know, if everyone's pretty much aiming for the same goal, I'm not talking about like every week. I'm talking like maybe once a year.
Yeah.
Once a year, you know what I'm saying?
you'd have like a
Lawn at Dick's or
unity.
People
something,
can,
you know?
yeah.
Or
I
I
think
don't know,
it'd be
whatever.
dope.
Yeah.
Or even if you have like, you know, like you send like 2 representatives per each like
Exactly.
group, you know,
Exactly.
and then just make one dope lineup, and then it switches every year.
Exactly.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
It's a really
Yeah.
good idea, dude.
Yeah. And you know, we need something like that. I know, you know, the guys over at Rabbit Hole did try something, you know, one year with Set You Free.
That was a sick,
you know,
sick
and
experience.
that was a
I'll
good,
never
that was a good
forget that.
spot.
That was at like some ranch or something like
That
that.
was at the
Yeah.
Lakeside Retreats.
Oh yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
Phenomenal.
Really nice grounds. I mean, it's
Heard
really,
about that.
really pretty and stuff. And there's like one option there. I don't know what the situation is. I don't know. I thought there was some complaints about noise. I think I
Yeah.
don't remember. But he had a whole setup. And, you know, everything was just, you know, big stage. You know,
Right.
awesome system.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's other places. I know some of these guys that we're kind of sponsoring Section 4. Shout out to Section 4, and they're going to be doing something at the Haw River Ballroom.
Dude, that's a great venue.
It's a beautiful venue.
That is all
it's huge.
beauty.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of
Indoors,
good
you know.
acts. In Pittsburgh, there's lots of trees. There's lots of campgrounds. And
Yeah.
we've had a couple too at like I think it was Falls. There's a river, and I think it was Sean Subtech put on a few, and literally you've got water behind you.
Yeah.
Pretty crisp stream, and put your hammocks in your trees. It was that kind of nature driven,
Yeah. Nice.
like Pangea, like
Yeah.
Set You Free, that
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
So there are spots.
There
you know,
are
that,
spots,
you know,
yeah.
people I'm sure won't have a problem
Clean up your
driving
damn
to, you know.
trash. You know, follow the rules, or
Yeah.
else you mess it
know?
up for the whole thing.
I think we have more fans than we realize in the
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
Because I've seen people come out of nowhere. Like there'd be shows in the Fruit.
Yes.
I'm like, where the heck all these people came from?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I know.
I mean, like all kinds of heads.
Yeah.
Old
Yeah.
heads, young heads, you
Yeah.
know, all kinds of nationalities. And I'm like, yo, where these people came
I
from,
know.
man?
But I love it.
We need
It's
to tap
almost
into this resources
nice
right
to
here,
not
you know?
80% of it. There's a time you got and you feel like the most popular guy in the world. You know, 80% of the people in a room full of 100. Now it's
Yeah.
like, oh, well, this is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New
yeah,
faces.
and it's definitely doable. And you know, I think the more and more people, you know, the more and more populated
Yeah.
this area becomes, I think, you know, more options that are presented to them, they'll come out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they would, and you know, that's only in due time.
Hey, you got that new track coming out, right?
I do.
Yeah, what's
Okay.
it called? What do you want to?
Well, I got a couple tracks coming out, but I just made a song They Don't Know. It's a sample with John B. I got a song that I just made. I just tested it at our last party called They Don't Know. It's an R&B sample, John B. I think the song came out in like 97. It's kind of like that UK
Okay,
deep tech, deep
Oh,
house
nice.
vibe.
right. Was it something you played just like a little sneak peek this past weekend?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was hot. Yeah, that
Appreciate
vocals.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I have that, and then Who Cares record label is up and running. So we're about to have our first release,
Good.
which is awesome. I have two tracks, families, and No More Parties. And then I just have this new track that testing out, sending it to a couple different artists. Trying to get it to in Diplo's hands, MK's hands. Yeah.
Right. So that's nice, man. One thing that I wanted to ask, my wife's been asking me, was the cover art that you're putting on your stuff, right? The cover art for she's been
Yeah.
You had like this. She's like, it looks like so Picasso-ish.
Yeah.
For which track?
Which track was it, Charlene?
Or what did it look like?
It had a wonky,
Or-
like distorted face with
Yeah,
multiple colors.
like colorful
and
face and whatnot, and
Was it the one that was the Hispanic driven? It had a unique Hispanic
yeah,
name.
yeah.
Oh, so that was on Too Many Rules.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Too Many Rules.
I think
so,
I'm saying the right thing, right?
Andre Salmon.
Yeah.
But
It
no,
was.
but it was like something with a G and a V or something. I'm trying to remember. It was a long 2 words
It's on
in
my phone.
Espanol. But I don't know if that, or maybe you're saying it's the same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
It was like your fifth song on Spotify or something that, if we're going in order
not
from the
Smoke
way I've seen it.
Oh, Grabando Verdades.
Yeah.
On Too Many Rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grabando verdades. huh?
So that they actually have an artist in house that made that art for us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, that was a groovy track, man.
She thought it was pretty cool, and yeah, some of the like the other, you know, the like on the Panama track, and you have that certain art on there and stuff, and yeah.
It's legit, just Brook Legends on Spotify, right? Just for everybody to know, and he's got
Legends on
several
Spotify.
songs. Yeah.
I've released on Desert Hearts.
Desert Hearts.
Yep, released on Material, Too Many Rules. Shout out to the homies in Miami, House of Humans. Released on their label too, and then Groovy Bone Records.
There you go. So
House
there
of Humans,
look up my man Brook Legends on Spotify. Got some hot tracks. You know, about to release some stuff soon. Check out his Who Cares parties. His Who Cares Already Used parties. Yeah. If you don't know, you better find out. And
yeah, I mean,
man, we'll see you around town, and you know, we'll
be supporting you.
Of course,
minimum,
of course.
And
thank you for coming to the show, man, and giving us your insight and your history and everything that you got going on, and talking about. Yeah, I learned some things today.
Me too. I mean, just even more. We always respected you and all you, but just you're even more badass.
Appreciate
cool.
you.
Appreciate you.
I just got one more thing to say.
Please.
I got one rule and one rule only. If you're not dancing, get the fuck out.
Thanks for listening to the Vinyl Underground. If you love the vibe, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and share. Want to support the scene? Follow us on Instagram at CrowdControlNC and at the Vinyl Underground Podcast and at Tony Technique. Stay underground, and we'll catch you next time on the Vinyl Underground.